to get things started. J-Team versus Machi. This is a long-standing, LMS rivalry, you could say. Even back when Machi used to be in the LMS before they took over G-Rex, but you could still say this core squad that G-Rex have had. It's a tussle of time, you could say. Both teams are looking forward to this one. I know that. We're going to go ahead. Fourth game of the night. Let's go in.
I'm sure the fans of the LMS are also pretty hyped for this matchup in general. Chicken dance.
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow he's doing it to the drum of the, doing to the beat of the drum, and I'm like, all right, that's spooky.
It's perfect.
It's spooky. I'm spooked. We got ourselves a little bit of a red sunset on Summoner's Rift.
Huh. I'm so hyped for the Aatrox pick. Totally forgot Woody's on the Rakan now.
Yeah, Rakan's starting to see some more play here, aren't they?
A lot. It was Koala that played a lot of Rakan. Oh yeah, Koala used to be, I believe, in G-Rex last year.
No, Koala was on J-Team. Koala's J-Team.
Oh yeah, right.
Koala.
No.
So this is Koala's little.
Wait.
This is Koala's Koala's Salty X coming in.
Yeah, Salty X. Yeah, my bad. I read my notes wrong. It was the other way around.
I was like, wait a sec.
Wait, it was the other way around. Okay, yeah. Koala used to be on J-Team.
This is him going up against his former squad. Oh boy, it's all good. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's gonna be a pretty standard. I don't think we're gonna see any crazy invades.
Yeah.
I want a more, like, I love my Fiestas. Don't get me wrong, Riku. But give me some, I hate to say this, good League of Legends. Some good League of Legends. The last game, I got a little angry. I want to see some, laning phase. I want to see some jungle ganks. I want to see some aggression. I want to see it all done in like the first 20 minutes of the match. Maybe transition over to some objectives, get a good team fight in there, close it out at 35 minutes. Oh, that's the perfect game of League of Legends.
That's the perfect game of League of Legends.
That's what I want to see.
But since this is
the
LMS versus LMS, you could get a 14-minute game of, objectives, avoiding fights, objectives, and then they fight at the Baron Pit, and then they win. Whoever wins the Baron Pit fight wins the game.
This is not a fun lane. I'm going to also say this is not a fun lane for the Orin, as you can already see Mission getting some good damage there onto an ST. It's going to be denying some farm there. I was interested in this top lane matchup in particular, because this is PK versus Rest, and there's a lot of data, you could say, Riku, when it comes to this matchup. These guys have played against each other for off and on now for about 2 splits.
Okay.
And honestly, like, it's pretty close to an even matchup as we have in the PCS at the moment. Win rate slightly in favor of Rest, but honestly, like, PK and the rest of the G-Rex squad were often able to take games off J-Team from time to time. And because we're now in a best of 1, like, because we're not in the best of 3 where, you drop 1 game, it's okay, you can come back and get the other 2. Best of 1, it's how you perform on the night.
That's true, because J-Team came off of a, I think, 14-0 or 12-0 split, undefeated streak in the group stages of the LMS Summer Split. But they did drop a few games in those series, and one of them was G-Rex, and some of the players are now in Machi. And that's why this game is just, anything can happen, really. It's going to be very unpredictable, and we'll see the first 2 junglers meet.
Yeah, but like you take a look, okay, Hana, gonna get the knock up coming out from Gemini. That's gonna force a flash over the wall. Let's see, they wanted to try and hold a little longer, but that's nice from Machi. They're able to get some good tracking in and get a good summoner spell down, as they had a little bit of priority in bot lane. It was just enough to let the ROM roam up, so nicely done there by Gemini. Coming back to this top lane matchup, though, and like you're saying, a lot been Koala. That was telegraphed from a mile away, but he's like, I'm gonna jump in the middle of the minions. Behold my power. I'm Braum. Between PK and Rest, it's almost a dead even lane. Like, gold difference at 15 for them, it's only separated by 200 gold. Like, over 2
It's how
splits
close
of play,
that is, yeah.
that's very close. Like, that's a very even matchup. CS difference is only 3. Like, these guys are usually dead even when it comes to the lane phase. So, I'm interested to see if we can see some more action, but look at this. Gemini's going to come down to bot side.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. That's a counter gank available there. Liv V, oh, he gets caught out, but here comes the teleport. Very late teleport response coming out from Rest if he decides to go for it, but here comes the Ornn. That's going to be first blood going over to Machi. Mission now rejoins the fight. He's able to get the soldiers down, and that is the time to take a fight. Take it before level 6 on the Kennen and bot lane, because he can't answer with the Slicing Maelstrom.
Double teleport from Machi Esports. We'll see whether or not they can transition that into something. Let's take a look at the replay. So, no vision from JT. So, I think they didn't know about this until Gemini came off of that Fog of War. Lil V, kind of cornered between MCX here.
Koala just like, I don't need to attack you,
Yeah.
I guess. As Bruce was being a bit more careful. So they weren't able to get the kill, at least on the AD carry, but they did shut down the Olaf. So they'll be pretty happy.
Yep, first blood going to Machi.
So we're going to have a Cinderhulk Jarvan actually this time around. Opting not for the Warrior, so he's going to act as their front line, which is fair. You got McKenna in top lane.
Yeah.
That's just going to be a carry, so there's no point to go Warrior enchant. Already getting the Cinder into the item.
Yep, especially you're going to be the only one in the middle of it all, aside from PK as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the team fights in general, especially PK. Easy flash in for the Slicing Maelstrom. Especially that, what do you call this? Everyone is practically like melee except for Lil V. So this is just going to fit really well on MCX's composition.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because like, no Rumble, but at least you've got a different kind of hot pot.
Yeah, you have the, I don't know, what kind of hot pot would you call this? what are misfortune bullets in food terms? Spicy meatball combo.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
I love that. Okay.
Oh, Woody don't like that, though. He's going to get stunned up here. Winter's Bite connects. Lil V tries to get a little bit of a response. Meanwhile, Dragon has been still started by Machi. Bruce only level 4 here, so we don't have ultimates online. Only one there is the Emperor's Divide. Mission doesn't even need to use it, as first Dragon of the game goes over to Machi.
Machi going really clean on the first few minutes of the game. Meanwhile, for JT, this is all according to plan. This is, what do you call this? They will most likely wait for later. I suppose perhaps in the Rift Herald fight for later, if they can take advantage of Hana once he gets to level 6.
Oh, they're doing this again. They're going to see if Woody goes for the engage. Koala should position aggressively, trying to defend the ward.
Oh.
Level 6, though, for the Jarvan.
Yes.
That's the bigger one here. Let's see here.
He
might just go on to the Olaf instead. I think that's the plan. They just shift on over. Bruce is already going to be there, and with no flash available, that's an easy kill. Ooh, Koala gets over to the side with safety with the help. I believe that's the Guardian.
That's
there
clutch.
we go. Woo!
That was so clutch, though. Very unfortunate, because I think that's the second time that, you know, there's no vision at that Riverside, so they had no idea what was going to happen in the next gank, even if they wanted to be the first one to instigate that. So Hana, yeah, level 5 still. So I was expecting, you know, once level 6 would be a little bit more confident, but I suppose they didn't really expect that Gemini would just match Hana in, you know, their ganking route.
Like, all honesty, Machi have just, I think Gemini's just been getting some good reads, either that or he's getting kind of lucky, actually, on the pathing from Hana at this point. Because, again, he gets there before the Olaf does. Vision's already down, so they know he's caught out. Meanwhile, Ornhorn is going to be popped. They're able to force the flash out of mission.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, Hana, we're toward the side. Gemini, he's thinking about it, but he doesn't pull the trigger on the Cataclysm.
Woody, still not level 6 just yet, so not very confident on...
Oh, here we go,
wait.
Woody.
Okay.
Gets caught out there. Here we go. Toss up. It's going to be the steal, actually, coming in as Han is able to claim that for himself. But Machi have already responded. Slicing Maelstrom comes out for PK, able to get some damage. Mission looking for the kill. Isn't able to find it. And Machi They'll lose Rift Herald, but they are able to get 2 kills onto their carries.
All right. So I remembered I mentioned during the first week that perhaps we might not be able to see any of the lane swaps anymore. But I guess it's back. Maybe just for the clear, and then they just go back and switch back up. Perhaps maybe that's the plan. Let's take a look at that replay. So who started the fight? Oh, it was JT that started the fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, without the quickness available for Woody, you can't really go for those fights, unfortunately. You really need that engage. Because everyone else is level 6, but you don't... What's your engage tool? Braum ultimate down. I think this was just bad target selection coming out from Gemini. I don't know why he thought he could just jump onto the... to the Rakan, and ends up just giving away the Rift Herald. So I think that was a little bit of a misplay coming out from Machi. But otherwise, you get 2 kills onto your carries. I think they're pretty happy.
Yeah, that's true. I felt like the engage was supposed to be from the Ornhorn, but it was okay. I thought there was going to be a dive. So it was just used as a tool to try and burn out Mission's flash.
They're threatening it, so I think that's enough for Machi to realize. Woody still doesn't have level 6, though, so it's not like they can't answer it. Bruce, he almost has the bullet time. I think that's the cooldown they're waiting for.
Yeah. So that is the translating buff is very apparent and can be felt. If it were patch 10.4, I feel like that could have gone a little bit more, a little bit slower. Or faster, rather.
Oh, PK's going to be so happy. He's already got his proto belt. Oh, that's great.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
He didn't take a commanding lead over Rest in that melee versus range matchup. I think he was hoping to have a little bit more, but it's all good for now. He's going to go actually toe-to-toe with the Ornn. Mission has about a 25 CS lead. He's still waiting on his first item. We'll see whether or not he's got both components, actually. He could either go for the Looteds or he could go into the Nashers.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, so I just late reaction. Oh yeah, very unfortunate. All the kills went directly, almost all of it, towards Bruce. So off to a great start for the AD carry of Machi Esports. Meanwhile, I think the switch will be back up as Dragon is going to spawn in a few. I was a little bit scared.
Bruce gets out of there.
Yeah.
He's fine. He goes and recalls. It's all good. I expect, like, J-Team are going to take this tower in top lane. That's unavoidable, I think. I don't think Machi can actually match it. So first brick does go in favor of J-Team. We'll get some extra gold over onto that Ezreal. Try and match some of those kills and assists that went onto the Misfortune. So not end of the world, but that does allow Dragon Control to go back over to Machi as they claim their second dragon of the game. And we'll see whether or not we're going to have Ocean Drake or Cloud Soul.
It has been mostly Cloud and Ocean
Cloud
for most of the PCS souls.
Yeah, the Cloud has actually been, I think, the most popular soul we've had. The PCS wants to encourage team fights. So, like, get those ults off cooldown. Let's go. Oh, you need to get faster to a lane? All right, let's go. All part of the plan.
Or just wave clear for the bullet time in the True Shot Barrage.
We don't talk about that. That's the dark timeline, Riku.
Oh, it happened so many times. But it doesn't. It feels like this game would be really different. We'll see, because there's still the second Rift Herald to take. And that could be the potential fight that, MCX would still want to capitalize on, as they've been winning most of these fights so far. Especially that you mentioned Proto Belt already completed for PK, so they're in an extra comfy spot for that extra distance closer / Proto Belt in.
Yeah, I like the team fight from Machi is kind of ridiculous, especially with PK. If he's always able to have flash available, it's guaranteed ultimate onto your backline. It's really hard to deal with Cannon, because like, what's your peel here? You don't have any pushback or anything. You have a Rakan who's going to try and... You want Rakan's ultimate for your engage if you can try and pick off a carry. I think team fight-wise, I think Machi have this.
Yeah.
When it comes to a late-game team fight. The question is if their target selection is correct. You get the Ezreal or Aatrox? Cool.
Perfect.
That should be an easy team fight victory. Whereas if you're on the side of J-Team, the longer the game goes, the more damage PK is going to actually get, because he's going straight AP at this point. You also have a pseudo-hyper carry in the Azir when it comes to magic damage, and then you also have just the bullet time misfortune. So there's a lot of targets that J-Team have to catch out in a perfect fight, and if there's still possible points of damage on the side of Machi, even a 4v5, I think they could take a 4v5.
Agreed. As you're right, their mid game to late game is quite secured
Nasty.
for Machi Esports, and they're going to be looking towards more fights, especially now since they want to take advantage of all of these gold funneling over towards Bruce. And the next Herald is going to spawn, and this is the Battle of the Blue Buff Steel.
I've seen this before. It didn't go well. Okay. Gemini gets it. We'll take a look at our gold graph. One thing in favor of J-Team is they've kind of stemmed the bleeding. They're actually recovered from the 2,000 gold deficit they had earlier on in the game. It's now within 1,000 to 900 gold. So they'll be fine themselves.
For sure.
It's like, you kind of have to ask, what point does J-Team actually have a proper advantage? I thought it would be the early game, but unfortunately their early game just hasn't really gone in their favor.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose what they could do is avoid any sort of hard engage. See if they can try to poke MCX out before anything else, and that's the time where they can start being confident in taking these fights, because they can really do the poke.
All right. Let's see. Gemini. Where's the rest of Machi? Machi have just kind of given this up, at least on their side. As Rift Herald's going to reset. It comes all the way back. Gemini's thinking, but no, it's not going to be enough. Ornhorn is going to go out into a double knock-up. Quickness was popped by Woody. All right. Machi, I think they find themselves... Oh, wait, PK! PK's in the back line. He didn't use his Slicing Maelstrom. Okay, both of this was messy from both sides.
Okay, it's not yet over.
Here we go. That's the World Ender going to be coming out here. He's able to get the double knock-up. Bruce has to flash away. Gets tagged by the Winter's Bite. This is kind of the point. I just assume J-Team would have the advantage to be able to go for these plays, but teleport is going to come back out from PK. He does not have his flash available, but doesn't matter. Engage comes out of the Cataclysm. Bullet time is there. PK in the back line. Slicing Maelstrom onto the back line, and that's all it takes. It's going to be a double kill coming in from Bruce, as well as a pickup over onto the Jarvan.
It's so funny because I was just about to say that J-Team should worry about, the vision control. Try to deny as much wards as you can to avoid these kinds of scary flanks. And it did happen. That was the first, backline Slicing Maelstrom from PK. And it is devastating. All they wanted to do was destroy the tower. The tower is not even destroyed.
Yeah, tower stands here as they pop the Rift Herald. I was so confused because PK didn't use his ultimate.
Yeah.
It ends up paying off in the end. Because look at these health bars. There is no reason you should be going for this fight if you're on Machi. But with that flank still being available, with the Slicing Maelstrom and the stuns coming through, it's something they can't even go for, even though Koala and Bruce are under half health.
Whew. It was just, yeah, you're right. It was beautiful. Bullet time, and then you have the Cannon Oak, Woody. Is fine.
Woody. Still, though.
Gonna be okay.
Partner. Come on now.
Well, instead, mid lane tower of JT has been destroyed. But now we see the third dragon of the game. So JT does have all their ults up except for Woody's ult, I suppose. Or is it up? It is up.
All right. PK is also nearby. He's going to try and maybe do zoning on this Aatrox from behind, as it's going to be Gemini. Oh, the steal comes through, though. It was Gemini not able to secure it himself. Let's see. Mission has Emperor's Divide available, as well as Bullet Time. Here we go. Mission looking for it, but he doesn't pull the trigger. Has Flash available, but it is a steal coming out for J-Team.
Mission accomplished by Hana there, and MCX wasn't able to start the fight that they wanted to do. I think around that time, Kennan's ult, PK's ult was still not up, so they didn't have a lot of options, as well as no flash as well. So JT played that really, really nicely, as we see MCX Mission making his way down here.
Let's see, Mission with Gemini.
He has a buddy.
He's got Buddy here. His Mission goes in. Flash forward with the Emperor's Divide. Gemini's going to try and lock him down as well. And Mission able to just slice and dice away with the soldiers within the Colosseum laid down by the Jarvan. And that's going to be the 8th kill of the game going over to Machi have yet to give up a single kill. Other than the one tower and that steal, it's been otherwise a perfect game still so far for Machi.
Absolutely true. Let's see how this works because, okay, so PK had an idea that Rest was trying to do a flank. He got zoned away by PK and therefore wasn't able to do Aatrox's thing. I want to see the steal. Oh, he just walks over it.
Yeah,
he just walks towards it.
Yeah, Gemini didn't even get his smite down, so that's a little unfortunate. That's something they might want to have back, but not end of the world just yet, as it's still a 4,000 gold lead, and at the moment, all the carries minus, of course, Mission, PK, and Gemini, but otherwise, they're ahead at this point, and you can keep fighting now. Like, as this game goes longer, I think Machi have the team fight. Yeah,
for sure. They have the tools for it. They have all the CC in the world. Yeah, Bruce is sitting at a 403 at the moment. You did mention that MCX has yet to give a kill. We'll have to see. As they have always, they're always kind of together, so it's a little bit difficult to enter into these fights for J-Team. But just a little bit of poke.
Yeah, I get to see the goal differential down at the bottom of your screen. It's just small advantages here and there. The big one, though, is in the mid lane. In particular, Mission has started to really take off. He's got himself the Gnasher's Tooth. Also opted into the Haunting guys, so we might see... he might go Morello, or he might go Leandri's, but either way, he's got a lot of attack speed during these fights. He's able to stay safe. He'll be able to tear apart the side of JT.
Yeah, that's true. There's not a... Okay,
quickness is pop, but Woody, you've got no teammates nearby. Sure, teleport comes in, but that is an ultimate you want for this Baron. Without that available, Woody's had some really questionable recon ultimates this game already.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, you're right. There wasn't... the rest of the team wasn't there for the follow-up. So we'll see if MCX decides to take advantage of an important engagement tool out of the way. But I wanted to say how because Nesty is on this Ornn and you only have like Rest and Lil V as the threat and as well as Hana, but it also gives away, MCX, they can path their itemization well against all of these ADs on the side of JT. I think it works well. That's the reason why we see hold up. PK,
right, PK around the corner. 3 members down in bot lane. Rest tries to get away, but he's going to get stunned up into the combo. Koala ends up stealing the kill, but now on to the tower with the Misfortune and the cannon. Easy pickup once again. Machi accelerate the gold lead to 6,000. No one's here.
Uh-oh.
Backs are coming, but they're interrupted in mid lane. That's going to be the inhibitor tower, possibly the inhibitor itself, depending on how gutsy Machi feel. But no, they're just going to turn back here after taking the tower.
That's such a huge exchange. And MCX, after getting 1 kill, I thought that was just going to be the inner tower in the bottom lane, but because of the ports getting cancelled by the rest of the members from Machi, whoa!
Oh, Mission ends up using the ultimate for safety. True Shot Barrage will land, but he's already still pretty healthy. Not sure what Mission's plan was there. I think he was just afraid of the possible recon ultimate. It is available for Woody, so they just back off.
This means that the Emperor's Divide will not be available on the next dragon. So this will be a little bit tricky for MCX. One important zoning tool, peeling tool rather.
They also don't have the Braum ultimate. They're really relying on the Misfortune one. PK is still waiting for his cooldown reduction. Ornhorn comes out. They get the knock up on Koala, but again, J-Team, it looks like they're fishing with these ultimates. And ooh, that's a decent chunk of damage coming out from Bruce with the double up, able to get the crit through, as he's already sitting on close to 75% crit chance. And that should be Dragon if Koala lets it come out of the pit. There we go.
All right, pulling the Dragon out. It looks like this will be J-Team saying, we can see you can have the Dragon. And meanwhile, they wanted to see if J-Team was doing a Baron while they were busy doing the Dragon, and they will transition and rotate to that area. See if they can catch someone off guard.
Oh, Machi's looking for it. Bruce is... Oh, this is a choke point. I'd be careful.
Oh, they're going in.
There we go. There's the engage, but there's no follow-up. It takes so long in his bullet time. It's your spicy meatballs coming in with Gemini. Rest is still in that world ender, but he's still not able to do anything. Machi, they don't get a kill, but still, it just feels like there's a half-second disconnect with Woody and the rest of the team. They want to go for these plays, but there's no follow-up. He goes for this recon engage, nothing happens, and PK, this is evil. If J-Team go too far forward, because guess what? It's the wraparound play behind the net. There it is. There's your stuns coming through. Machi, though, a little bit late to the party. Another Oranhorn is there. Beautiful block coming out from Koala, though. It's only going to be a slow rest of the team able to go back on over. They leave Mission around, but guess what? He has the shuffle to get to safety. Maybe a little too eager on the side of Machi as they thought they had the upper hand, but they just were similar thing to what happened with Woody. Just weren't able to actually play.
The difficult part about chasing Machi is that they're too slippery, aside from most likely Bruce here. And his flash wasn't even burned at the time. Let's take a look at that again. So PK, no vision over there by J-Team. So this is the start of the fight, even reserving all of the exhausts towards PK. The stun kicks in. This is a beautiful cancel by Koala.
He barely has any mana for this.
Exactly.
Like the
It was just for that.
Literally, that's all his mana had left. Mission almost gets sent to his death, but he gets the safety. He's Azir. He's got some good range and back again. I've seen this one before. PK does not have his ultimate for this fight. Let's see. That's going to force out a teleport. Hana is just denied entrance into the Baron. They go again. Woody is able to jump in, get the quickness on down, but it's not enough. It's 2 kills going in favor of Machi. They do not secure the Baron, but PK will have his ultimate up very shortly.
That damage is insane. Lil V. Okay, there's 3 members still.
They're trying here. Machi, I think you just turn around and take towers. I think that's your play here. They're going to get themselves another Arcane Shift out of Lil V.
Whew, okay. Machi, we'll call it a day. Call it a day.
All right. We can't get it this time, guys.
Too risky, exactly. But J-Team, again, these wards, these flanks will be the death of J-Team in the following minutes if, you know, they're not going to be on guard with the PK flanks. But at this point, at least J-Team has stalled the take rest. Is gonna be fine. He's gonna dash away. Yeah, they should at least J-Teams manage to cancel out the MCX take, the Baron take rather by MCX, and therefore I think it's the small victories that count. Now they still haven't found the perfect setup because, just as you mentioned earlier, it was more of they're not on the same page. Like Woody would have all of these ults, but the engage wasn't really there. Props to Koala as well, because that's the second choice for your engage is the Oranhorn. Fortunately got cancelled there. It was almost beautiful, except for that Koala just ruining your plans. Now Baron's getting started.
All right, PK. He's got Flash this time. Another teleport coming out. It's going to be the unstoppable. Yeah, unfortunately, terrain can stop him as the Cataclysm comes on through. Koala able to interrupt the Oranhorn there. Oh, he stole the Baron with the spell book. Or how did he steal it? I don't even know. But Machi, they're angry. They say, you take our Baron, we take your life at this point. They're going to be a bit of a kite back here. Koala able to intercept a little bit more damage. Mission able to finish him off. It's the ace going in favor of Machi in the end. They don't secure the Baron. It's the hero play coming out from Nesty, but it just isn't enough.
I want to know what happened there. Is it one of those things where you just walk towards the Baron and then just spit fire and happen to steal the Baron?
It's a possibility.
It is a possibility, but MCX here, I want to see this again. So Hana just explodes, right? He just dies, but it's a 4v5 at the first few.
So Baron down to 2.
Uh-huh.
How does he steal with a Q?
Oh, he
steals it with just the bellows breath.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's anything to take away here, Gemini, that's now 2 times his smite has just not been used, or it's been used incorrectly. So try again. I do have to ask on the side of Gemini. Hopefully he can work on some of his smiting. But it's still the ace from Machi, and now they're looking at Cloud Soul if they wish to claim that for themselves. It's 1-16. It's a dominating lead. Rest is in the pit already. Over they go. He stole it again! What? Gemini! He can't smite for his life. Now the Ornhorn comes through, finds 3 members. Mission not able to get the knock up in time and correctly, but the bullet time is there. And J-Team, they steal another objective. Machi, what is going on with Gemini?
He doesn't have smite on. Gemini didn't have
He
smite.
used it. He got
Oh, he
outsmited.
used it. Okay, I thought he didn't have
He
smite
went too
on.
early.
Okay, I want to see this again. Okay, they go dive in. I'm like, okay, JT.
And there, he does it too early.
Okay, outsmited. Okay, there you go. And that denies the Dragon Soul. Then denies a lot of things from Machi Esports. This Hana.
Like, you know, he's literally running to his death every time. He's getting the objectives. And objectives win games, apparently. Oh, rest. Look at this. This is a big flank. They get on top of Bruce. Koala intercepts the true shot barrage, though. In Mission, able to get over to safety. Rest still wants to try and find a fight, but unfortunately, there's nothing left for him here. Stun lands. Lil V goes in. PK with the flank. He's trying to get what he can, but he's unstoppable on the side of the Orn, and both teams not able to get the team fight they want. They try and jump back on in. Machi might be looking for it now, as Bruce is still very healthy. No one goes down.
I was so scared because we were talking about, you know, all of these cooldown redux happening with all the dragons involved. Because Bruce's bullet time is already up. So I was, you know, a little bit scared for J-Team. But now they've backed off and probably going to wait for another dragon.
So Woody, he finally gets follow-up, but Koala intercepts the true shot barrage, and then Bruce is pretty much safe from that point on. PK is running interference over toward the left, but again, these team fights, Riku. Both teams, they just can't kill each other.
I love it. Oh, nice block.
Koala has pretty much denied the Ornhorn almost every other fight. It's kind of ridiculous. I feel like Nesty needs to realize, don't use it for the slow, use it for the knock-up, put it to the side, then you can go for it.
Or usually, since Koala has been holding on to the wall for so long, try to bait it out first. But then, yeah, your mode of engage is just basically,
Here we go. Gemini gets in the back line, able to lock down Lil V. Bullet time is there. And Mission uses the Emperor's Divide to disengage. But here comes that rest of the team. Olaf through the wall to get Bruce. Koala goes down low. Mission still very healthy, but it's a double kill in the back line for PK. Mission underneath his tower trying to find safety. Able to avoid the final Q from the Aatrox. And Hana able to get over to safety. And Machi can claim the base.
Ooh, that was such an insane split-up fight coming from Machi Esports. And looks like they will decide to either try to finish the game
Mission
or
has
go
teleport.
Yeah, he does.
There it goes. Hana is going to try and clear out the wave. Machi need to actually focus on him. There it is. Kill is there. Ace is through. And with this, that should be the final push on Machi as they're able to take down J-Team. J-Team, they shall go 0-2 on day 1 of week 3.
Wow, Machi. Everyone just did amazingly well in that game, and they just synergized. Like, they're